Hello, Advent squirrels. Y'all gonna be so disappointed. I'm just as far behind. Well, no, I'm not quite. But this has not taken off yet. All I've done on this, and it's because I kept falling asleep, y'all, and I slept a good 7 hours last night. So, I wanted to go ahead, though, and get this done. So, I'm going to my sissy, Teresa Patton's. She's not my blood sister, but we adopted each other. And I think we love each other just as much as sisters, if not more. Blood sisters, if not more. So, I'm going to her house. I've got stuff to give her. We do a little exchange. But I go more to give her things. She can't have wool. She's allergic to wool. So when she gets wool in packages, I think she did Mary Maxim for a little bit. And some of those were wool. So, yay. But I hate that she's allergic to it because there's so much great yarn that's got wool in it. I think she can have maybe the scarfy and stuff like that, just 20%, but no more. And even that might bother her. But all I've done is put the number of stitches, which is 24, is what I use for this. But it's a multiple of 4 if you want to do this. 1 row lacy scarf, 1 row repeat lacy scarf. And it is in most of my description boxes of these Advents. I may need to go back and check and put them in, the ones that I don't have them in. It's a free pattern, and I just put the link in there so you can find it. So anyway, got these already, and now I'm about to get another one out for her. Today is the 15th. Happy 15th of December. Oh gosh, Christmas is going to be here before we know it. And I love the days leading up to the Advent season. Leading up to Christmas. Because then Christmas, and it's kind of like, especially after New Year's. But we're going to make it fun. We're still going to all be here together. So this was Ruby. And this one was called Mercury. But it's a sort of pewter color. It turns out looking bluish or lavender on the screen, but it's a pewter color. Okay, so before I before I pull it out of the drawer, today's, let's see, the first 12 days. Here is yesterday's color put on finally. There we are. And this one was a little bit shorter, and I have some left over because, I wanted to stop before I was playing chicken with being able to bind it off. And I actually even did a little bit of a crocheted edge on this, so that edge looks different than this edge. Because it's just knitted, but I I used every bit of these little Katana 100% mercerized cotton from Shapias, or however you say it. Then I thought I was saying it right, and then somebody else said, I think some other Dutch people say it different. But anyway, I'm going to keep saying it like that because Whisper Barb from the Netherlands said I was close. She said some of the German sounds was really hard for us English speaking folk to say. So this was willow, root beer, primrose, electric blue, Cornelia's rose, saffron, deep orchid. Oh, what was this one? I don't have my cheat sheet in here. I forget for a minute. Lilac, I think, and deep teal, What was this? This is green gold. Shoot. Well, you can look back and see because I named them several times. So anyway, one gift done, and I think it turned out beautifully. It would have been nice if I had saved a little bit of each one to put a fringe on there, but it would have been a real stringy fringe because this is mercerized cotton. So I think it'll be fine just like it is. So I barely started the second one. You saw. It'll start with this, the ruby, and go to mercury, which is the pewter color. And now let's see which color we get out of the box. There's 12, 13, 14. Okay, here's 15. These poor boxes are getting a workout, me pulling them out. Oh, I hope... This is a real deep, what color is this? Like a plum. And I'm sure it's going to look probably orange. No, it's not too bad right there. It's like a dark plum. Dark plumish. This one's actually turning out to look about right. I hold them upside down because I've smushed the tops in by putting it in here in my little DIY advent box. So we're gonna have this. I'm glad these two aren't right together. This, and this. So I think that'll be fine. On some things I was like, what was I thinking when I put these next to each other? I guess I wasn't. I was just putting them in. So, oh gosh, a memory. I always forget. And I did forget yesterday to do a memory. God, we done church. One of the questions I was asking you guys yesterday on live was some of the questions. Holly from the Proper Pineapple and her husband were answering some questions as a couple, and they were pretty cute. One of them was about a white Christmas. Had they ever had a white Christmas before? And didn't they live in Michigan or somewhere like that before? And now they're in Texas, so yeah, they had a bunch of white Christmases before. Here in North Carolina, we've had maybe a couple that I remember. One in particular was great because my kids that live in Florida now, my oldest daughter, Lindsay, and, you know, she's got the manager is her daughter, and little Jules, who's getting bigger by the minute, and then her husband, Jeff, that bought me the Chromebook. But they were living in New Orleans at the time. They lived there for 10 years. And I miss that city. I miss going there to visit. I've only been down to Florida once at Christmas time a couple of years ago. But it did snow either on Christmas or around. I'm not real sure. It seems like it did snow on Christmas because we were at church. And it seems like church, you know, the church fell on, so I don't remember. We could have been there for a special program or something too. But if it wasn't Christmas, it was close to it. And I was delighted because the kids were there. And actually, this was when I was still married. So kids were really little. As a matter of fact, Bells wasn't born yet. That's right. I mean, Juliet. Bella was little, and Jeff and Lindsay took her out on the sled. Yeah. So that was cool. I was excited for them, and I think I made a snow cream, which I don't know if Bells had ever had before. There's a memory for you too. Always when it snowed, Mama would make snow cream. We'd go out, she'd give us the biggest bowl she could find, or pot, or whatever. And we'd go out and scrape the clean snow off off the cars where we could tell no animal prints had been or whatever, unless it snowed on top of them. But I never remember finding animal hair or anything in my snow cream. But Mom always made the snow cream, and all it is snow. I don't know how y'all make yours if you make it. But it's a big bunch of snow and a little bit of milk. We used whole milk back then. Vanilla flavoring and sugar. And Mama just kind of threw it all in there to taste, and I did that too. And when I was living in the apartments after my husband and I split up, I had a young boy next to me who had never tasted snow cream before, so I gave him a bowl of it. He was impressed. I had him go down and get the snow because I was upstairs and had knee problems back then too. But so those are memories more about snow and snow cream than maybe about White Christmas. But that's all right. One thing leads to another. So I hope we have snow this year, but I don't know. And I think I know Marianne said something about, I'm terrible about looking at the weather forecast about what's coming and whatnot. So she said that we're supposed to have some, I think she was talking about this week, I guess, because, yeah. I guess. I'll have to go back and look and see what she said in the live. But like we're in for some maybe freezing rain and a little bit of the white stuff. I'd much rather have that than the freezing rain is gorgeous on the trees, but it most always means a power outage, which my brother has a generator, so I can go there and not be in the dark and cold. So that's one great thing. But you know, you want to be at home. So anyway, I'm going to let you guys go, and I was going to wait and come on until I had gotten a lot of this done, or a lot more of this, at least one of them done. But I am going to Teresa's in a little bit. I've got some other errands, so I hope and pray when I come on tomorrow. I may still be behind, but I hope I won't be as behind. I better get my tail caught up or I'll never get caught up. Okay, y'all have a wonderfully happy, crafty, Christmassy, what is today? Tuesday. And be sweet. Don't be ugly. Love y'all. Bye-bye.